In this video, we would be creating a booking page on Cimplify. Before we create a new booking page, let's look at a sample booking page. A typical booking page has two sections. A section with the professional information of the consultant and another section with the appointment calendar of the consultant. Now that we understood how a typical booking page looks, let's go ahead and create a new page. In order to create a new booking page, you need an account with Cimplify.in. If you don't already have an account, please do create an account with Cimplify. You just need to enter your basic information and you'll be able to create a new account with Cimplify.in. If you already have an account with Cimplify.in, click on the login button and enter your login credentials, including your email ID and your password, and click on sign in. Once you sign in, go to the settings section of your application, which can be found on the left-hand side navigation menu. Under the settings section, there are broadly three main sections: the My Account section, the Integration section, and the Appointment section. First, let's fill out the information in the My Account section. Under the My Account section, you'll have to fill out some basic information such as first name, last name, your email ID, your phone number. And also, you'll have to fill out some professional information such as your education qualifications, the languages that you know, the area of specialization, your designation, your medical registration number, and of course, a few lines about yourself. You also need to update your consultation fees inside the settings section. Let me just put in 1000 rupees as my consultation fees. Once you're done with this basic information, you should also enter your contact information and your bank account information. Both of these are essential for us to make weekly transactions to your bank account. Once you're done with all of these information, you can go ahead and upload a profile picture to your Cimplify account. You can select a profile picture from your computer or your mobile device and click on update. Once you've updated your profile picture, we have done with the My Account section, and we can go to the next section, which is the Integration section. In the Integration section, we will be integrating Cimplify with two applications, the Google Calendar application and the Google Drive application. Cimplify needs access to Google Calendar so that the application will be able to create appointment slots inside your Google Calendar and create meeting links which will be shared with both the consultant and the patient. Cimplify also needs access to Google Drive so that the patient files which are uploaded by the patient will be directly uploaded into your Google Drive account, thereby maintaining doctor-patient confidentiality. Please note that both the Google Calendar and the Google Drive are essential to use Cimplify. Now let's go ahead and link the Google Calendar account. Click on the button which says sign in with Google, which is adjacent to Google Calendar. Once you click on it, a new page will open where you'll have to select your Google account and then click on allow. Once you complete this process, your Google Calendar account will get linked with the Cimplify account. Next, let's do the same thing for Google Drive. Select the email account and click on allow. Now we've successfully integrated both the Google Calendar account and the Google Drive account. Next, let's move on to the appointment settings subsection. In this subsection, we would be configuring a lot of important information for your appointment calendar. This includes your time slot duration, your cancellation settings, your confirmation settings, and even your holiday settings. First, let's look at the confirmation settings. The confirmation setting basically determines whether an appointment gets confirmed automatically or manually. If this setting is set to yes, then as soon as a patient books an appointment, he or she will get a confirmation message along with the meeting link. If this is set to no, then the doctor would have to log into the application and look at the appointment details and click on confirm. We would recommend that you keep this setting to yes, which makes it easier for both the patient and for you. So let's switch it back to yes. Next, let's look at the time slot settings. The time slot settings is used to configure a couple of things such as the time duration of each slot, the buffer time between appointment slots, and a few more things. First, let's configure the time duration for the appointment slot. This is by default set to 15 minutes. You can change it according to your convenience. but this is essentially the duration of one appointment slot. Next, you can configure the buffer time that you need between appointment slots, which again is set to 15 minutes by default. The next setting is the advanced booking setting. This essentially determines by how far you would like to keep your calendar open. If you set this to 5, then your calendar will be open for the next 5 days. The next setting is the minimum booking time before appointment, which essentially ensures that patients can only book appointments after 180 minutes from now. So if a patient opens up the calendar now, they'll only be able to book appointments 180 minutes or 3 hours from now. This basically gives you enough time to prepare for your online consultation session. Next, you can configure your work day hours. What time do you start your day and what time do you end your day? In addition to this, you can also add an intermission or a break time during your work day. Over here, it's been set to 1 p.m. in the afternoon to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Next, we will look at the cancellation settings for unpaid appointments. Sometimes when a patient is trying to book an appointment, they might go right up to the payment stage and might drop off at the payment stage. Such appointments are called as unpaid appointments. This setting will determine whether we would automatically cancel such appointments or we would manually cancel such appointments. Default setting here is set to automatic cancellation, and we would recommend that you leave the setting as it is, because this way the unpaid appointments would get cancelled automatically after 15 minutes. So let's leave this setting as it is and move on to the next section, which is the weekly holiday section. If you don't work on certain days of the week, then you can select those days and add them here as weekly holidays. I've selected Saturday and Sunday as the weekly holidays. In addition to this, you can also have monthly holidays, such as, let's say you don't work on the 15th day of every month or the 16th day of every month. You can select such days too and ensure that you are not available on those days, and click on save. And once your settings is saved, we have successfully created a booking page for this Cimplify account. Now let's take a look at this booking page. To open the booking page, click on the dashboard under the left side menu. Scroll to the right and click on Open Link under My Booking Page. This would open the booking page that we've just created, and you can see that this has been updated with all the information that we added to the settings section. You can also notice that Saturday and Sunday are missing from the booking calendar. This is because under the appointment settings section, we had added Saturday and Sunday as weekly holidays. This is now being reflected in the appointment calendar as well. If you would like to change a certain setting on the appointment booking page, you can simply make the changes under the appropriate subsection and click on save. Over here, I've changed cardiac surgery to cardiothoracic surgery and I've clicked on save. And now if you refresh the booking page, you'll see that that's been updated. You can make similar changes to your booking page anytime you want by simply visiting these settings sections. That brings us to the end of step 1. We have now successfully set up the booking page for your Cimplify account.